This video is brought to you by my two books, Practical Music Theory for the Rock Guitarist and The Blues Guitar Bible. Want to learn about modes, harmony, scales, chord substitution and keys? Or maybe you're interested in supercharging your blues guitar rhythm and lead chops. Whatever you're interested in, I guarantee you will be hitting the fast lane to progress with either of these works. Both feature video demonstrations and tutorials, loads of tabs and jam tracks to play along with, and I promise you, everything is explained in crystal clear plain English. Check out the links in the description for more details. Hello chaps, welcome once again to John Robson Guitar Tuition. As always, I do hope you're well. Now the past couple of Sundays you have seen videos featuring this guitar. This is a guitar that was sent to me as a gift by a very generous chap called Jim, because he likes what I do on YouTube. It is a vintage V6 reissued. Last week I was doing a comparison between this guitar and the red Squier Classic Vibe 50 Strat you can see on the wall behind me. I'll put a link to that in the description if you're curious to see how they measured up. And the week before it was just the usual sort of guitar review demo kind of thing that I do with any new guitar that turns up here. And I thought I'd squeeze another video out of this guitar because in last week's video, when I was comparing it to the Classic Vibe, I said that one style of guitar that I don't own at the moment is a HSS kind of Strat. And I was mulling over whether to, kind of turn either this guitar or the Squier into a HSS, just kind of dropping a humbucker into the back end. And whenever I do that kind of thing for, when I'm wanting an easy drop in for a humbucker into a single coil sized hole, then my go-to pickup is a cheap and cheerful little thing like this. It's not a Seymour Duncan Hot Rails or the DiMarzio equivalent. This pickup here in this Jet JT350 is a Artec Alnico 5 Hot Rails style humbucker. I've done tons of videos with this guitar, so you're probably well acquainted with that pickup already. It's a great little pickup and it's about 20 quid on Amazon. So what I did was, I think, well, I'll go on to Amazon and get the Strat equivalent of that pickup. Unfortunately, there isn't, or there wasn't when I was looking, a kind of Artec Alnico 5 Hot Rails style humbucker for a Strat. What there was, though, was this one here. This is, how do you pronounce this? Fleo Alnico 5 Hot Rails humbucker, yada yada yada, and it's 17 quid or plus change, whatever it is, I can't see on there, but it's £17 something, maybe 18 quid if it's 17.99. It was cheap, is the point I'm making. It does say on there that it's 9 to 10k. Well, I've just measured it and it's actually 12k, which is about the sort of same as what that Artec one is. So anyway, it was a case of out with the old. There's the old bridge pickup, one of Mr. Wilkinson's finest, and in with the new. There it is there. I wired it in yesterday. Despite my electronics background, I would do anything to avoid doing a pickup swap. I hate soldering and all that kind of stuff, but I gritted my teeth and did it. And coming up next, you're going to hear a little demo piece featuring that guitar with that pickup, and only that pickup. All of the guitar tones you're going to hear on this following piece of music here, just that one pickup. I'm just using that one position on the switch. I don't go anywhere else, and these are the kind of sounds it created. And as always, you'll find a full tab for that piece of music in both Guitar Pro and PDF formats, along with a clip of me playing it, and a jam track to play along with yourself. All of that is, as usual, up on my Patreon page. There's the address, link in the description. As I'm sure you know by now, it's $3 or roughly £3 a month, depending on the exchange rate, and you get access to all of these tabs and jam tracks and extra bits and pieces and goodies that go along with these YouTube videos. And of course, a massive, massive heartfelt thank you to everyone who supports me in that or any of the other ways, all of which are downstairs in the description. A little bit more housekeeping. The crunchy power chord stuff in that tune was, as always, the Blue Guitar Amp 1 Mercury edition on the Vintage channel. The clean chords were just the clean channel. I don't use that clean channel as often as I should, really. It is a really nice kind of bright Fendery kind of tone. And then also the clean lead was back to the Vintage channel again, but this time with the guitar's volume rolled back. Nice to hear that pickup does clean up nicely from the volume control, not something you can always take for granted. And then the shouty high gain solos, my usual lead tone of the classic channel on the Blue Guitar Amp 1 with the foot switchable boost engaged. Those were the settings that you heard. So how did it measure up? Well, I've got some conclusions here that I've written down, and let's start with the clean tones. What I've got written down here is bright, clear, articulate and warm. Yeah, it wasn't harsh in any way. It took effects well. I had a little bit of chorus and a little bit of tape echo, basically using an old a simulation of an old Roland space echo kind of thing on there, and it just sounded, like a pleasant kind of very sort of 80s-ish clean tone. It would have probably been even more so if I'd gone into one of the in-between positions, but it sounded exactly as I would have expected. Bridge pickup, so it's going to be bright, but it wasn't harsh in any way. The high gain kind of sounds were, again, quite promising. I like that. It sounded stratty, but it sounded ballsy and kind of high gain. The sound that came to mind, not the playing, I will add, but the sound, the guitar tone that came to mind was the tone that Gary Moore managed to get from his red Strat on the Corridors of Power album, like the version of Wishing Well that's on there, and tracks like End of the World. That the sort of high gain tone from this pickup through the Blue Guitar Amp really did kind of bring back the memory of listening to that album many, many times in the 80s, and I still do. Where I thought it was a little bit disappointing was, to be honest with you, on the riffy power chord stuff. I don't know, it just didn't sound particularly, it's a usable sound, but it wouldn't be my first choice for playing that kind of part. It just had a little bit of roughness and harshness around the edges to my ears. Did you notice that? It is something that I've noticed previously on other HSS strats, especially strats that have been modded to be HSS style guitars. It might be something to do with the pots, like the volume pot is expecting the output from a single coil, and it's actually getting the output from a humbucker. So that's why you have different value pots on guitars with humbuckers and single coils, and there are some clever wiring things that you can do so that when you're in humbucker mode it actually changes the pot value. I think Steve Cassidy had that done to his main HSS guitar. Possibly it's that, I don't know. It's a usable sound for the kind of crunchy stuff, and if it would mean kind of taking one guitar to a performance rather than having to take a pair of guitars, then you could do it at a push. But in here, where I can just reach over and pick up a different guitar, then I think I would be kind of reaching for the PRS or the Les Paul, or even that Jet Telecaster for a crunchy power chord part. I am, though, really liking the, as I say, the high gain tones on that, so that's probably going to be making an appearance or two in upcoming videos. But there you go. That, folks, is my review of the Fleo I'm going to say Fleo. Alnico 5, Hot Rail Humbucker, single coil size pickup, 9 to 10k, it's actually 12, cream, fit, strat, SQ, all the rest of it there. Basically, it's my review of that pickup. Make of it what you will. I hope you've enjoyed the video and found it informative, entertaining and useful in some small way. And if that's the case, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you haven't already done so. And why not drop me a like as well while you're at it. And of course, don't forget the live stream every Friday, 5 PM UK time. Just beer and chat on a Friday early evening. It's a great way to kick off the weekend, and I'd love to see you there if you can make it. But for now, I'll bid you all a good day and say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time. Look after yourselves, folks. Stay well, stay safe, and above all, stay sane. Bye for now.